In this video, I'm going to show you how to decorate your very own autumn goodie bag, which is part of our Curious Creations autumn themed craft packs. This pack contains everything you need to decorate your goodie bag, but we do recommend that you make sure tables and clothes are protected because the dyes can stain. What we're going to do is we're going to take one piece of silver foil and put it inside the calico bag. There we go. So now I'm going to put that over to one side for just a moment. We're now going to take the pieces of tissue paper that are also included in the pack, fold them in half like this and arrange them onto the other piece of silver foil. There's lots of tissue paper in the pack, which means you can really choose which colours you'd like to do. The idea is just to cover the silver foil as much or as little as you want to. There we go. I'm going to do mine like that. Next up, I'm going to take this lovely sponge dabber, which you'll be able to use for all sorts of creative art projects after you've made your bag, and a bit of water, which I've just put in an old yoghurt pot that I had for breakfast this morning, and I'm going to squish it in. I don't want it to be absolutely soaking wet, but just sort of a bit damp. And then I'm going to start by squishing the tissue paper in place onto the foil. I'm just doing one blob on each one to begin with, because that will hold it in shape. And then going to make sure now that every bit of tissue paper is wet. I'm going to try really hard not to soak it too much so that all the tissue paper starts to rip. So it's best to start with a little bit and build it up gradually as you go. Because you can always make it wetter, making it dry is a bit more tricky. Go. That's looking good and wet. And look, you can see the dye has already started to come off onto the sponge dabber. I'm now going to move the pot of water out of the way and get my bag with the silver foil on the inside, and I'm going to place it on top of the tissue paper like that. Then I'm going to roll up my sleeves and then I'm going to press down like this on top of the tissue paper to make sure the bag picks up all of the dye. Now, drum roll, moment of truth, peel away the bag and hey, look at that lovely print that I've got. You can even now find a nice sunny place to leave your bag to dry, or if, like me, you're really excited to get on to the next bit, you can give it a quick blast with a hairdryer. Inside the pack, there's also these lovely leaf shapes and some felt tip pens. So the idea is that you can place these onto the bag and draw around them with the pens to give a nice autumn leaf design. And there we go. Now I'm going to take out the silver foil, and there we have it, my finished autumn goodie bag, all ready for me to take out and about to collect some lovely autumn things.